Alright, everyone, and finally, we have come down to this. It's time to talk about Raw 25, the 25th anniversary show of Raw. And this thing was a mixed bag. From a nostalgic standpoint, the show was fun. Right? You did have some, you had some cool cameos peppered throughout, throughout the show. The opening segment of Raw was awesome. It was a nice throwback to the Attitude Era. Shane, Stephanie, and Vince are all in the ring. Vince is, we got the old heel Vince just hammering it up in the ring, calling people in Brooklyn, putting down the people of Brooklyn. Then we get the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin. He stuns Shane. He stuns Vince for old time's sake. He's pounding down beers like a madman. Austin didn't say a word, but he didn't need to say a word. What people need to understand is that whenever Austin comes out, the man almost doesn't need to speak. Because Austin was always the character where his actions always spoke louder than his words. So him just going in there, stunning and drinking beers, that's Austin in a nutshell. And you know what? It was fun. It was a hot opener. It was a fun opener. And it really set the tone for what should have been an awesome night of Raw. Instead, you get a mixed bag. Take away the opening segment, this show is simple. It's nostalgic fun, but an overall shitty episode of Raw per usual. This is the go-home show of the Royal Rumble, and absolutely no fucking build-up went into the Royal Rumble at all. All their eggs were in this Raw 25 basket. The Royal Rumble should have been tonight, and Raw 25 should be on Sunday. Raw 25 should be your pay-per-view event, and the Royal Rumble should have been your Monday Night Raw, because who cares about the Royal Rumble coming 6 days away? Not even a little ounce of a build-up happened. The only ounce of build-up you got was the main event that that I don't want to see. I do not want to see Braun, Kane, and Brock, because we all know who's going to win that stupid freaking match. The match at the Royal Rumble, it should be Braun, who had demolished Brock at SummerSlam, won the title there, went into a rematch of No Mercy, beat the shit out of Brock there, going into Royal Rumble as the defending champion, and Brock going in there as the guy who got bitched out by Braun twice, looking to get that big win. The Rumble should have been built around that, not this stupid thrown together three-way match that nobody cares about with the politician Kane thrown in there for whatever reason. Later on in the week, I'm going to make my Royal Rumble video with my predictions, and I'll go into further details about certain things. But yeah, the only hype you got was for a stupid triple threat match that nobody wants to see, and the match is going to suck anyway. It's going to be the old hoopla. Let's throw the rules out, and all three of these guys are going to go crazy, and blah 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 blah. Spot fest match. I see it right through you. And I don't care, all right? You can have your spot fest match all you want. That's not going to change the fact that the match is going to suck. Just because a match can be a spot fest doesn't make it good. It makes it worse. Because now you're trying to cover up the fact that no one cares about your stupid match. I'm fired up now. Now I'm getting off track here a little bit. Let's get back on course. Let's talk about this Raw. Let's see. What happened? Like I said, nothing. You get a random women's tag team match for the stupid women's Royal Rumble that I don't want to see. And I think it's a complete waste of time and energy. And Asuka wins it for her team. And I don't care. I don't care about Asuka. I think she's fucking overrated. I don't care. I do not care. And I don't care about the women's Royal Rumble. And all the people who do care about the Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble, why do you even care about the women's Royal Rumble? Seriously, why do you care about the women's Royal Rumble? This fucking agenda-ridden match that is being used solely as a publicity stunt. It's not being used to be progressive. It's being used as getting all tongue-tied here. As a publicity stunt. Enough said. So yeah, fuck the women's Royal Rumble. I don't care who wins. Let's see. We get Roman Reigns versus The Miz for the IC title. Miz wins. whatever. I'm sick and tired of seeing The Miz with the IC title already. Put the man back on SmackDown. Have him be the WWE champion. One last run. Or just give him a proper run this time. All right, I'm sick and tired of seeing The Miz with the IC title. He's better than that now. All right, Miz won me over back in 2016, where he did that work shoe promo on Daniel Bryan and had that, and had a fun feud with Dolph Ziggler. The only time Dolph Ziggler had any relevancy was in 2016 feud with The Miz. Now, Miz is starting to run his course, okay? I'm getting sick and tired of seeing him stuck in mid-card hell. Put him in the main event scene, because your main event on Raw is fucking useless. It's garbage. You can use some new blood. Alright, Braun Strowman can only do so much if you're not going to put the belt on him to capitalize on momentum. Brock Lesnar, again, the guy's barely there, so why do I even care? Kane, the politician, he ain't gonna be coming back after the Rumble. Yeah, maybe he might do a one-off Raw match, and then you'll never see him again. I hope. I'm sick and tired of seeing Kane. He's old. He's a politician. Get him off my TV already. Braun Strowman, he should be my world champion, and he's not. Roman Reigns, it's inevitable at this point. Just put the fucking belt on him already, okay? Why do I have to wait for WrestleMania for Roman to get the championship? Just do it now and put it out of its misery. Another match I don't want to see is Roman vs. Brock. When it first happened, you didn't know what was going to happen. This time, it's clear as fucking day what's going to happen, and I don't care. And that's it. All right, that's all I got to talk about for matches in terms of match-wise. In terms of nostalgia-wise, like I said, it was fun seeing the old faces, but the utilization of these old faces, with the exception of Stone Cold Steve Austin, was poor. You get a Kurt Angle segment where you see, you get Jonathan Coachman coming back, which was always fun seeing the coach. You get Teddy Long come back, always fun seeing Teddy Long. Harvey Whippleman, an old schooler from like the 90s. For those who don't know, Downtown Bruno, he was the manager of the fucking John Gonzalez. You got the Brooklyn Brawler coming back in the Barclays Center, which was okay. Boogeyman makes his return. Always fun seeing the Boogeyman. Always weird seeing the Boogeyman. We get a nice little segment between Mark Henry and the Godfather, and Mark Henry mistaking Godfather's wife as a hoe, which I thought was pretty funny. Always fun seeing Mark Henry, and I fucking miss and love the Godfather. Roll up a fatty and say pimpin' ain't easy, baby, because pimpin' ain't easy when you're the Godfather. Fucking love the Godfather. He's awesome. The utilization of the Manhattan Center of this show was garbage. Okay. The opener of Raw was fantastic. Okay, you got JR and the King, Manhattan Center. You got that old school Raw siren playing. It's nostalgic. The Manhattan Center they made the Manhattan Center look great. It looked really, really good. They did a good job of recreating Raw from '93 with the Ico Pro banner, that rainbow-colored WWF symbol. It looked good, like really good. And you got JR and the King, standing in the same position that Vince and the Macho Man used to stand in when they used to open Raw back in '93. So it looked good. It looked great. The presentation for that opening 2 minutes was fine. And then they hardly ever cut back to the Manhattan Center. They cut back for the Manhattan Center for a throwaway Taker promo. Taker was on this show, and it meant nothing. He said nothing. Why was he here? I don't even know. I like the continuity of him not having the gloves, the hat, and the jacket, but why was Taker on this show? Taker should have been on the show to announce his retirement and official induction to the Hall of Fame. If they did it right. Instead, it's just Taker going to the ring saying, for 25 years, I buried this and I buried that. Now it's time to rest in peace. I don't know what it means, and I don't care what it means. Taker, I love you. You're one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. When I first got into wrestling back when I was 8 years old, it's time to go. Leave. I don't want to see you wrestle anymore. All right? From WrestleMania 30 to last year, your matches have been garbage. It's time for you to go. All right? That's it. Leave. Go into the sunset. Go into the depths of hell. I don't care. Just go away. I don't want to see Taker no more. The only time I want to see Taker is when he's reading his induction speech at this point. No more Taker matches, okay? Just because you look in good physical shape, that doesn't mean you're in good ring shape. Because for the past couple of years, Taker's ring shape has been fucking garbage. And Taker is better than that. And he's just forcing himself to do things that he physically cannot do anymore. Time for Taker to go. That's it. No more. I had enough of seeing The Undertaker. And that wasn't all at the Manhattan Center, alright? So we get weeks of this fucking build-up between Bray and Woken Matt Hardy. And guess what? Nothing happens. A shitty fucking throwaway 2-minute match. Bray wins. Who the fuck cares? Fuck Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is fucking garbage. I don't care if Bray Wyatt wins a match anymore. Because he's just gonna fucking get fucking buried. Not get buried. He's just gonna go on a fucking massive losing streak later. Alright? When Bray Wyatt won the WWE title last year, I didn't give a rat's fucking ass. Because I knew it meant fucking dick. Bray Wyatt's character has been completely fucking raped and mishandled ever since WrestleMania 30. This fucking guy has never been the same, and he'll never ever will be the same. Either send Bray Wyatt to NXT or just get rid of him altogether because he is fucking useless. And Woken Matt, I don't know what the hell they're doing with this fucking character. And you know what? I don't even care what they're doing with this character. Because you know why I don't even care what they're doing with this character? Because they've done nothing to separate the Woken Matt Hardy from the rest of the fucking roster. All his segments are all the same. Alright? They're not different from one another. They're not playing on the whole zany universe that the man created. They're so sanitized, and I just don't care. Alright? And then we have a DX reunion, and, whatever. DX is back, whoop-de-doo. But the one thing I was waiting for the whole night was seeing Scott Hall. And you know what? I got to hear that old Razor Ramon song, Chico. I see Scott Hall in all his glory, making his way down to the ring, and they cut to commercial in the middle of the fucking man's entrance. Disrespectful. Because I have to see a fucking Sonic commercial. I like Sonic. The food is okay. But let fucking Hall, let Scott Hall have his moment for fuck's sake already. Why you gotta cut the guy's entrance for? It was fucking stupid. Alright? Then you get this promo. Then the Revival, the fucking Balor Club comes out. The Revival comes out. They have a throwaway match. Balor Club wins. Gallows and Anderson beat the Revival. And then everyone beats up on the Revival. And I'm just like, I knew this shit was gonna happen. Because last week, Revival cut a promo saying how they're not entertainers, they're wrestlers. And in WWE land, saying you're a wrestler is almost like saying the word fuck or shit. It's a bad word to these fucking people because, by God, you're trained to become a wrestler. WWE stands for World Wrestling Entertainment. Alright? The word wrestling is in the title of your company. Yeah, it has the World Entertainment. But the other word that stands out, that's right in the middle, is wrestling. And what I see on my TV every week is people wrestling. But you can't be called a wrestler in WWE because because they don't like the word for some reason. They hate wrestling. They hate what brought them to the dance so much. Like I said, and I knew the Revival was going to get bitched out. All right? I knew they were going to get bitched out. Right? I mean, yeah, it was fun seeing Triple H, Shawn Michaels, the Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, X-Pac, and Scott Hall all in the same ring at once. But it was for all the wrong reasons, right? All the wrong reasons. Instead of the DX, putting over guys like the Revival, instead they're just going to beat the shit out of them. And we're going to get a fucking, Balor Club and DX cocksucking fest I didn't give two shits about. I don't like Finn Balor at all. Alright, when he first came in, he was cool, but take away the demon entrance, and I don't care about Finn Balor at all, and I don't care about Gallows and Anderson. They're hardly featured on TV, and when they are featured on TV, they normally lose for me to even give a shit about those two. I don't care about the Balor Club. I never did, and I never will. And fuck the Bullet Club too, and fuck Kenny Omega himself also. That overrated piece of shit. Okay, and then throughout the show, we get these, peppered in segments with the APA playing cards, and it was fun seeing all the cameos there. You have an MVP sighting. Jeff Hardy came back, was at the card table, and that was fun seeing all that. But that whole segment was just used to put together a throwaway match with Titus Bore Wide with their fucking with Dana fucking Brooke that nobody cares about, going up against Slater and Rhino, and the whole segment was just, and the whole thing was just being used to have the Dudley Boys put Slater through a table in Brooklyn. Okay, this was done in Brooklyn. Why it wasn't done in Manhattan, I'll never know. But that's what it was. It was just a and this has become a running gag where Slater always gets his ass kicked by the legends. You know, it's starting to get repetitive. It's starting to get really boring. That Slater can't get one up on these guys. I mean, seeing the Dudleys come back, you know, it was a fun moment. You know, seeing Rhino pose with them also. But really, come on already. They're not utilizing these legends the way they should be utilized, which is to help you know, give the young talents some more credibility. Then again, it's WWE. They don't give a fuck about their young talents. You know, and then, you know, we also have this segment where we get, like, you know, the greatest females of all time, and we have everyone come out. You know, we have Tori Wilson, who still looks like a babe. We have Terry Runnels, who looks like plastic surgery's become her life. You know, the Bellas returns, and I don't care. You know, Jacqueline is back, which was pretty fun. You know, actually, Jacqueline and Terry were there, so Pretty Mean Sisters, PMS, came back. Trish was there, but no Lita. All right, where the fuck was Lita? Lita was nowhere to be found. You know, instead of Terry Runnels, give me Lita. But no, we just get Terry, and I don't care. And they didn't even have Terry interact with Goldust. So Terry Runnels being back was fucking useless, because at least have her do a thing with Goldust. You know, bring back Marlene and Goldie, for fuck's sake. You know, and before that we got this segment of, like, GMs, and, you know, John Laurinaitis is there, and I don't really care. But, you know, Teddy Long came back, like I said earlier. But Eazy-E, Eric Bischoff was there, and Eazy-E got a pretty good pop. You know, I've always liked Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff was always a cool, sleazy character. So seeing Eazy-E make a cameo return, that was fun. You know, I liked it a lot. And of course, that segment segued into the whole IC title match that I talked about earlier. So whatever. So that's that. And what else do I got? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's actually, I think I pretty much covered everything that happened on this show. Again, nostalgic fun. And the fun part is seeing all these familiar faces come back. Oh, I forgot. We also got a $1 Million Man sighting, which was fun. So yeah, like I said, the show was nostalgic fun in the sense of seeing all these old faces return and seeing them one more time. That part was fun, seeing all these cameos, all right? But take away all those cameos and all the legends, this show was fucking garbage. For a go-home show for the Royal Rumble, one of the big 4 pay-per-views, and this is what you put together with hardly any hype, and the only hype you did get was for barely for a 3-way match that I don't give a fuck about. And a women's battle and a women's Royal Rumble that is completely that I still don't care about. And this is the show you pieced together. What the fuck? I mean, really, what the fuck? So yeah, as a nostalgic run, it was okay. As a show by itself, it was complete and utter fucking trash. When you actually let it sink in and you let the initial excitement, you know, wear off, and you actually pay attention to and you actually process what you saw, it becomes clear that this show was a gigantic piece of crap. And you know what? It's WWE in modern times, and WWE in modern times being a massive piece of crap is nothing to be shocked at. So yeah, no, those are my thoughts on the Raw 25th anniversary of Raw. You know, I'm sorry. You know, those are my thoughts on Raw 25. In terms of actual nostalgia, better than the 20th anniversary. In terms of an actual show, both shows have equal suck value because both shows did nothing to get you hyped up for the Royal Rumble. Anyway, that is all. That is that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also, subscribe to my other channel, which I'll provide a link for in the comment section below. Thank you very much, and goodbye. And also, let me know what you thought about the disappointment that was the Raw 25th anniversary show in the comment section below. I'm signing off. See you later.